Police discovered more than 2,000 infants' bodies in a temple, most of them already decomposed, giving off a foul stench. It turned out that abortion was illegal in Thailand. Women with unplanned pregnancies would go to private clinics for the procedure. Because of poor sanitary conditions, every girl who underwent surgery suffered terribly. The fetuses were usually tossed into the toilet by the doctors. Then, once enough had been collected, handed over to people from the temple to be cremated in bulk. One day, however, a woman died on the operating table. By the time police arrived, the doctor had fled, and the infants in the clinic restroom were exposed. Reporter Jack, upon hearing the news, rushed to the clinics to get the first scoop. He had no idea what a disaster this news would bring him. When he pointed his camera at a body, the corpse suddenly opened its eyes. Jack was terrified, thinking he must have imagined it. But when the police carried the body downstairs, it moved again. Jack hurried to check his colleague's reaction. Sure enough, his colleague looked just as shocked. The two realized they shouldn't stay there any longer and left in a hurry. Still, strange things kept happening. That evening, as Jack's family was about to head home, his daughter suddenly stared at the entrance to their complex and said something inexplicable. But Jack didn't have a son. When he and his wife turned to look, there was no one at the gate. They figured their daughter was mistaken and thought nothing of it. The next day, while Jack's wife was buying snacks with their daughter, the girl seemed to be drawn by some unseen call and walked into a temple on her own. Panicked, the wife ran after her, only to find herself in the temple morgue. In the next second, she watched in horror as the lock on a morgue drawer clicked open by itself. She stepped closer to look and saw her daughter inside.